Welcome race fans. Ron here from Bigg Wizurd TV. We've got some racing action for you here tonight. This is round number 5. Round number 5 for the GT3 Challenge here in the magnificent Season 7. And we have one heck of a battle on tap for you guys tonight. This is Laguna Seca. Probably one of the most known driven racetracks on the GT3 iRacing circuit, and these guys have it locked. We will not be using dynamic TV camera. Thank you very much, dynamic TV camera, for being so bad at that section of the racetrack. We'll try something else. But I am super excited to have you here with us tonight on the air. This is Ron. I'm here in the booth by myself tonight, missing my counterpart, partner in crime, dynamic duo second half, whatever you want to call it. But Dr. Todd is not with us tonight. He is off doing other things on this wonderful Mother's Day. For all those mothers out there, happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for tuning in to East to West Racing here on Bigg Wizurd TV. And this one is going to be close. Let's talk about the standings real quick, and then we'll probably be jumping into qualifying at that point in time. Just wanted to go over the standings. Now, you know we get points for the sprint, and then we get points for the feature. Everybody, only the top 5 get points for sprint, but everybody gets points in the feature. We've got Kyle Robinson currently out in the lead of the points championship, followed by Adam Novotny, and that's only 140 points. Morgan Teggy in third. Brandon Dooley, Josh Bailing, Rich Hibbs, Chris Springer, Philip Scott, Jason Rabe, Greg Prochnow, and Peter Short tied for 10th. And we're missing a few guys tonight, but we still have a pretty good crowd. We've got 20 drivers on the racetrack. We are missing a few. But everybody pretty much in the hunt here is here. All top 10 except for Peter Short. That is race control. Doing a mic check.
Check.
Emmett giving him the word back.
Thank you, Emmett.
DRS,
yeah, no problem, bud.
DRS Simsport currently leads the team points, followed by Dad Bod Racing. DRS is Brandon Dooley, who is out here tonight. Kyle Robinson, and I believe the last one there is Todd Schwartz. He's the third driver in there. Dad Bod Racing, that's Josh Bailey, Jason Rabe, and previous winner so far this season, Chris Springer, in there. Fueled by Malt, that one is Morgan Teggy with his teammates Dom Ford and Joe Fierro. So that's the top 3. Atomic Racing, that's TJ Allman, who's doing really good. He's 8th fastest in practice, only a half second off the lead so far in the practice session here. So Atomic Racing, that's Ryan Fry, TJ Allman, and up-and-comer Alex Good, who's currently 12th in points. Doing a fantastic job this season, very consistent. And Hilly out there, he's been running some good laps over at the JNR Craftworks Contender Series tonight, and he's over here. He should be over here. 79. No, he's not. He did not join the race for the GT3 Challenge. Not yet, anyway. We still do have a little bit of time left. Practice is up, but we're just about ready for the start of the qualifying session. So thanks very much. We also have race control. That is going to be Jaden Darling. He's out there in the race control booth, calling the season. After last week, we've added a couple things. We've added a race incident limit to try to calm down these incident points and keep the drivers in check. That incident limit is 17 incidents. That counts off tracks and contact. Once you hit 17, it's a drive-through. So just should be interesting there. Practice is now over. The session will flip over to qualifying. So here we go, ready to rock and roll. We've got that looks like Ryan Fry pulling out of the pits. There's the 73. That looks like Josh. The second Josh. We got a couple of them. There's the 56, Chris Springer. Everybody down out of the pit lane all together. You know, you might as well qualify all right next to each other, but there are quite a few cars out here. 20 cars on this racetrack does fill it up, so you're going to have a hard time finding some clean air to run in. Going to have to spread them out a little bit and get that clean track to get the laps. Keep an eye on this one as they get it warmed up. And I will try to keep track. I've got some new software this week to try to help with incidents and replays. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we will try our best to see what I can do.
During qualifying, if you are on a hot lap, it is okay to use your flashing beams to let the car in front of you know. If you are not on a hot lap, please stay off the racing line. Thank you.
It takes a couple laps to get these warmed up. I've had personally some experience here at this racetrack. Just finished P5 in the JNR Craftworks GT3 Contender Series just a few moments ago. And I'll tell you what, I have a really hard time on this racetrack staying as quick as these guys. 121, yeah, right, not for me. Not a chance. So, going to be interesting to see where everybody goes as they're coming across the start-finish line now to start their hot laps, and they are still right bunched up together here, down into turn 1, or across turn 1, down into turn 2. Turn 1 being that little kink on the front straight, and this here, which you can see now, turn 2, that is the Andretti hairpin. Double apex left-hander, and that one is as tricky as they come on trying to get in and out of that thing clean. But the drivers are out there doing their thing. We are watching a whole bunch of cars at once. It's bouncing around. So I apologize for that. That is iRacing deciding who we're going to watch. All kinds of things going on in the Discord server tonight. So we'll try to put that away and watch the action here on the racetrack. It's going to be interesting. As we see Kyle going off. A little off track there for Kyle. TJ Richard Wishon sets the first quick lap. 1:21.6. Richard definitely quick. There goes Josh bailing up to P2. Brandon Dooley to P3. And then Kevin Cantonio, he just grabs P3. As we see one of the cars, I'm not sure who that was, but they're starting to spin and lose. Chaosville here. As they're going off track, that was Kyle Robinson with a bad corner 1. And he's back in the pit lane, started all over again. Let's see, Dom up to P6. Oh, there's Rich Hibbs up to P3. The 121s will be prevalent here. Right now we've got just 2 of them. 121.6, 121.8 so far, Richard and Josh. But I promise as we get this thing going, we still have 11 minutes left. There will be more 121s. We will have a good group of cars up there in the 121s. Philip Scott just gets P8 as he goes across the line with a 122.5. So the top 8 all within a second right now as they're going, getting the next 7 laps in. It is a very busy racetrack. If you look at the track map top left, you can see there's just a pile of cars everywhere on this racetrack. There is not one straightaway or one corner that isn't populated. The track is full. 20 cars we've got 21 now. 21 cars is probably near max on this racetrack. There's about 30 guys in the lead. We'll see if anyone else shows up. That latecomer was Alex Good. Really ran real clean in the last race, and he's going to help out his partners there in Atomic Racing, trying to keep that battle up to the front. At least trying to keep themselves in 4th. There's a big gap between the top 3 teams and then the rest of the teams. And he is right now Atomic Racing leading Dodging Obligations by just about 100 points. Total Nonstop Racing right behind them. Podium Pirates right behind them. And that's pretty much the battle for the second, which is 4. Laps coming in. Joe Fierro just got past Brandon Dooley. He takes P6 away. And Drew Schiller battling back there for P13 just gains a spot. As then he goes off the racetrack. Kevin Cantonio. Cantonio. He is pretty much nailed right together. Those three top drivers. Although Richard Wishon just drops a 121.5, pulling ahead by 0.2 up there in the front. It is going to be tight. As I said, there's now 5 drivers with 121s within 0.4 of the top 5 drivers. And within a second now is pushing way down in past 10th position. If we go take a peek at Philip Scott in 10th, you can see 10 drivers all within a second. Those guys are all 0.7 within 0.7 of the lead. So this is going to be tight. It's going to be close. It'll probably be whoever gets a really good lap. Rich Hibbs just moved in front of Kevin Cantonio, and that is for P2 with also a 121.5. Great lap by Rich. TJ Allman jumps up to P7 with a 122.1, just a half a second off the lead. Top 6 drivers in that 121 group. And they're still cruising around. They still got about 8 minutes left of this qualifying session. Each driver gets 12 laps, I believe, is all they, 8 laps. 8 laps is all they're going to get on their time. So they're probably going to run out of laps before they run out of time, maybe. But these guys are very common, very typical that these guys will come in the pits, change up, get a new set of tires, go back out there, warm them up, and hit again. And that's where they get their 8 laps. Brett Fay just moved up to P14, just barely ahead of Dom Ford.
Thank you.
Dom with a 123.0. He was pushing pretty hard, and in the last race, apparently watching Moon was on the out lap at the moment. 124. 8 seconds off the lead. These guys are very fast. Moon was up near the front on the last race. Not this time. Not this time. We got a lot of fast drivers out there. And this one is going to be tight. Hey, let me know if you're out there in the chat. I'll be glad to answer questions. Say hey, whatever you got going on. I'm trying to just keep track of the action here and watch what you guys are doing out there on the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And we just had Kyle Robinson pick up P8 with a 121.9. 8 drivers in that 121 group. Kyle, one of our previous winners of the season. Alex Good just moved into Jeff White. TJ Allman jumps up into P3 with a 121.61. That's just right on top of the leaders. Unbelievable how quick these guys are going today. A couple of car changes I've noticed. A couple people have switched brands this week. Richard still in the Audi. Rich in the BMW. TJ Allman in the Porsche. Jason in the Audi. Kevin Cantonio is running the Mercedes this week. Josh Baling and Brandon still in their typical car, but Kyle Robinson dropping into the Ferrari. Philip always in the Mercedes. But Joe Fierro takes the Audi out on track this time, and he is in P10, one of his best starts so far this season. So maybe he's liking that Audi. As we watch TJ go around that final corner, see if he can get that pole position. 5 minutes to go in the qualifying session, and TJ does not improve, still with a 121.614. Let's see if the camera works this week. No? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Huh. It's supposed to be there. I know why. I think I know why. Computer woes of a computer man. You know, those things happen. Those things happen. Let's go, camera. Nope, not work tonight. Well, there it goes. Hey, everybody. Ron here. Bigg Wizurd TV on the air. Oh, and Kevin Cantonio just dropped a new time, 1:21.489, and that is good for pole position. 4 minutes left. Can these guys get back? Can they beat that time? Track rubbering in. It is currently 7 o'clock at night. This is an evening race, not a night race, evening race, as we are watching the sunset happen here. Not quite full sunset, but in that mode. Alex Good just moved up to P17. Chris Springer jumped into P10. And they're still trying. They've got 3.5 minutes to go, which is plenty of time here. Minute and 21 seconds, the top time. So you've still got enough time if you're going across the line right now, like the number 1 of Josh Bailing, to get 2 full laps in before you run out of the clock. So we'll see if he can do that. The rest of them probably only have time for 1 more. You can tell TJ is really pushing here right now. And that's Gray Welch in front of him, just diving into the pit lane, getting out of the way there. As TJ comes around that final corner, we'll see if he makes this a quick one. As this is his 8th lap of 8. This is it for him. Can he go to the front? And TJ does not improve. So that's it for his night. I don't think the most exciting cars are in the pit lane there. iRacing. Ryan Fry coming by in 14th with a 1:22.8. Holds that position, 1.3 seconds back off the leaders. These guys just getting their last laps in. This is Alex Good running lap number 7 of 8, trying to improve his time. He's currently just in front of his teammate Ryan Fry in P11, or P13, sorry. Alex improving every time he goes around. Everybody else pretty much stationary now these last couple minutes. We still have a handful of cars on the racetrack, but I think what's happened is everybody has run their 8 laps and they are just burning out the clock. Richard Wishon, however, on lap 7 right now, still has this one and 1 more if he's got time to get it in. If he can fit it in, he'll get the time. But when the clock drops to 0, that is it for quali, and it is over. But these 2 guys on the racetrack together, this is Richard and Alex. Kevin in the number 5. Kevin. And the number 5 goes across the line. Does not improve, and that is going to be it for him. He is out of time. 79, and then move catch. Who's the other one up there? That was Richard Wishon, the 974. Does he have enough as it comes down the hill? No. He does not get that. 79 also doesn't. He does improve. 79. Alex Good moves up to P13, gets by Rick Wishon. And so Alex improved every lap, but I think that was lap 7. And he's now on lap 8. So that's it for the session. 50 seconds left. I do not believe the number 5, who already has the pole, has enough time to get around Kevin Cantonio with that 1:21.489, and that is a quick lap here at Laguna Seca. Through the corkscrew, we watch him go one more time. He might have enough time to get back to the start-finish line, but he does not have to improve because he's got this pole position locked up. In the AMG Mercedes, I'm not sure I like the positioning of the number panel on that car. It puts the number down in the bottom behind the wheel, and the number plate where the number's supposed to go is up in the middle of the board. Kevin comes across the line and does not improve. And that's it. Qualifying is done. Richard will not make the line to get that lap to count, as that is over, and he was just inches from the start-finish line. That's it for the session. We are getting ready for the sprint. We're going to line them up and take off here. We have Kevin Cantonio in the number 5 on the pole position. And we are going to be going here in just a minute. It takes about 2 minutes or so to get these guys lined up. That's Rich Hibbs. He's going to be on row 2. TJ Allman right there on row 3. Man, everybody's so fast in qualifying. So quick in qualifying. Only one can be at the top, and that was Kevin Cantonio. Richard Wishon jumps in his position on the outside of the front row.
All right, guys, welcome to Laguna Seca. Remember, we are treating these like they are real vehicles, and they cost a lot of money, so let's not smash into each other. Rubbing is racing. I'm here to make your lives more fun, not more difficult. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, I will be a little more hard on you guys when it comes to penalties. Let's get through this first lap, first 2 laps, nice and clean, please. Have a great race. Have a great time.
Race control
Thank
in
you,
there,
sir.
as well as our new incident point penalty coming
Thank you,
in.
Michael. Also, we have Cody from Top Tier Racing. He is guesting with us tonight. He will be assisting me, so if you see anything from him as well or hear from him, it's just like hearing from me. Thank you.
Start lights are ready. Everybody's on track. Engines rev. It's ready to go. Green flag ready to drop. It's in the hands of the starter, and there it goes. Green flag as the cars take off. A little bad start there from our leader, Kevin Cantonio, and that was definitely a great start from up front. It's the 974 with a great jump. Rich Hibbs also with a good jump. And they're going through turn 1 so far. Everybody's holding on and no crazy stuff so far. As they go around turn 3, it looks like the group is fairly calm. Oh, there's one around. That's the 28. There's another one, the 1 car, and he gets tagged. Oh, and they're going through turn 4, and that was a little bit of a mess there. Let's see if we can get the 1 car. Let's see what happened there. Just spins, gets tagged, they all clean up. One of them going the wrong direction. Go back to live racing. I think that one may have been. No, Mooney's still going there. He's in P15. Up front, we've got the leader out in the front, Richard Wishon. Pulling away at the moment. Rich Hibbs in second, followed by Kevin Cantonio. After the start, he didn't get a great start there. But Kevin in P3, right on the bumper. And then 4, 5, and 6 right together. The pack is still very tight together here. Going from 7th back to probably about 17th. And that is a big gaggle there. The 27 car, that was the one that had the big problem off the start. That is Drew Schiller. Quick off the start. Into a little bit of trouble. And around he went. Let's see if I can follow what's going on. This is the new trick, right? I gotta try to follow what's happening on the racetrack, catch you guys the best action as we go into turn 6. Turn 6 is one of those ones you just have to nail it. You just have to hit it perfectly. Is that Rick Wishon making a pass? Wyatt makes a move. Let's see if we can catch Jeff. His pass here. Whoa, there he is. That's where he got that from. A couple cars off in the dirt there at the corkscrew. And those guys are getting back on the racetrack. Live back up front. P8, Chris Springer now. 8 cars are going to flip at the end of this sprint race. This heat race is only 12 laps. We're going to flip around and the drivers are going to go about 25 laps, somewhere in that range. We're going to have the top 8 inverted. So that's going to be a challenge. And that number 8 spot in the 56 there, Chris Springer, he's in that transfer spot. He's in the coveted spot in that he's in that yellow, green, bright green, yellow Audi. And he's got Emmett Lindquist right on his tail, and he's trying to hold him off as they go around Philip Scott. Both of them get around him in turn 9 there. And that, I'm not sure what that was. That was Philip Scott going down P9. Bailing in the 1 here. Let's see what he's got. That's the 40. That's not the 1. How do I get to the 1? Oh, there's the pass he makes right there.
Control. You're going to look at the one at the top of the corkscrew in lap 3 or lap 2.
We're on it, brother.
As Josh gets up into...
Fine. Didn't know. I didn't see that notification.
P14 for Josh. Not really where he wants to be. It had a rough
It didn't show up in our software, but we're aware of it.
Got some action on the racetrack here. This battle right here for P7. Chris Springer, Emmett Lindquist. These guys are all over each other here. Going down through the corkscrew. Turn 9. Audi versus Porsche in this clash. As the corkscrew is one of the trickiest corners here in racing. This racetrack, as small as it is, has some of the most complicated corners out there.
Car number 28, drive through lap 1 incident, contact with car number 1.
That's 28 with a couple of these. There's Rick Wishon. Let me see if I can get this to work. Yeah, that's Rick. He's going to go by... He's going by Ryan Fry here. And that's for position on the racetrack. Down the hill they go. And now we're back to Chris Springer. Okay. New software, not really on top of this yet. Trying to stay on some of the action, and I'm not seeing that working. But right now, Chris Springer and Emmett Lindquist side by side here. Those guys running pretty much nose to tail as they're trying to catch up with TJ Allman, and TJ running in P6, right ahead of these two. And this is probably the tightest battle so far, still on the racetrack. And Kyle Robinson just, I believe, did a drive-through. We're on lap 5. He just got that penalty. He did a drive-through on lap 2. So maybe he went in for repair. He hasn't done a drive-through. Kyle trying to catch up to Ray Welch here. Let's go through the field as we have our leader, Richard Wishon, up front in the Audi 974, followed by Rich Hibbs in the number 15 car. He's in the Realm Motorsports BMW tonight. Kevin Cantonio in the
Car 317, drive through, contact on lap 2.
Number 7, did you call number 7? I don't have a 7, it's in a different number. Kevin Cantonio in the 3rd position. He's running the Sparco BMW here in the number 5. He's in 3rd. And Jason Ray with a great run tonight here in Audi. He's got an interesting sponsor on the side there. Beamworks? Beamworks might be his own company. Or a family company. Or his teammate's company. Josh Bailey is his teammate in Dad Bob. Brandon Dooley as Jeff Wyatt gets by Brett Fay. 15. Brandon Dooley we're watching here. He's in P5 holding off TJ Allman. TJ is really on a run. I've seen TJ have some great nights, and I've seen him have some really rough
Car
nights.
28 did the drive through on the first lap.
I'll go through and review that for you.
I did my drive through.
Sometimes the drivers do the drive-through without letting race control know. That really makes it hard for the race control because they don't see that going on. So it makes it a little tough. So, hey, that's the way it works sometimes. You're supposed to wait till you get your penalty. But if you know you're at fault, you know you're at fault. Pretty obvious. As TJ Allman trying to get some ground on the 5th place. Brandon Dooley currently in 6th, followed by Chris Springer in the 56. Let's see if I can make this work. That's the other way. That's that way. That's this way. There's the 56. This little bundle of cars here between 5th with Brandon Dooley and 8th with Emmett Lindquist. And now Brandon is caught up with Jason Rabe. So we've got 4th to 8th right together on the racetrack. These guys are all in a little bunch here. Chris Audi, followed very closely by the number 40, Emmett Lindquist. He is in the number 8 position, which is the transfer spot in that BMC Porsche 911 GT3 car. Top 8 not making any changes at the moment. Philip Scott running in 9th spot, first one out of the transfer spot, followed by Joe Fierro in the 48. Joe, new ride this week for Joe in that Audi. And then Rick Wishon and everything in number 74. And Ryan Fry in a new hot rod this week, and he is in 12th position, running in the Lamborghini for the first time this season. He was telling me he likes the this car a little better here at this racetrack. Lambo has been a really solid car on and off in iRacing. This is the Evo version. No, this is not. They have not brought out the Evo. They're already up to Evo 2 in IMSA Motorsports. But he is running in the 616 here. Running for the first time in Lambo. Oh, and he goes off. Yeah, a little wiggle, a little bobble, but he stays with it. Josh Bailey in the number 1 is going to see that right behind him, and he is going to lick his chops. Brandon Dooley. Oh, and TJ Allman goes back. TJ Allman dropping through the field. So we can see what happens to TJ here. Camera's right. TJ side by side. Oh, and he goes off the racetrack. I'm not sure if there was contact there, but he gathers it back up and loses a few spots going up the hill towards the corkscrew, and that drops him back. Man, that battle was so tight that puts him back in P8. TJ not going to be happy about that. Hopefully he can hang on to that and make that work. Richard Wishon also in that same time frame. Richard Wishon up front has given the lead to Rich Hibbs. Rich out in the front of this one with just 2 to go this time by as they're coming around turn 5 here. Right, left-hander, and then turn 6. Turn 6 is just a tricky left-hander. Let me see if I can get you here, maybe from the cockpit. as he goes into this boom. He has to hit that dip just right going through that corner. Let's see if we can watch that from missed it. Let's go back to Rick's car. Here in the 74. He's coming up through turn 5 here as Chris gets by Brandon. That is a change for position. Brandon back again. That is a back and forth. Let's see that up the hill here. Going up into the corkscrew, and it looks like Chris is going to outbrake him on the inside. Brandon does the over-under here. Chris is out there. Brandon's now alongside Emmett Smith. Brandon loses 2 spots on that. And TJ Hellman back at it again. He's trying to get back in there. That slight contact there with TJ. Where TJ went wide. Rubbin's racing out there, so they say. Up front to our leader, Rich Hibbs. A little bit of gap there between first himself and second place, about a 1.1 second gap between the top 2 drivers. Kevin Cantonio still right there. And then Jason Rabe pulling in solidly into 4th position. Kyle Robinson gets by Drew Schiller in the back of the pack. And then the group comes through. Jason Rabe, Chris Springer, Emmett Lindquist, Brandon Dooley, TJ Allman, all right there together. As these guys all battling for that 5th through 8th position. Springer, that's for E5. We've got, this is it. This is the final lap. They're going across the line. One more time as they go through the Andretti hairpin. Nope, this is white flag here. Let's go back to 5. Now they're going through turn 3. Looks like out front, Rich Hibbs is going to have this one unless Richard dropped back. Richard dropped way back. Let's see if we can see what happened here to Richard. Oh, he gets wide, loses it. Bounces off the wall. Gets back on the racetrack, loses a spot there. Kevin Cantonio, can he hang on to the end and stay in 3rd with that mishap right there on the last lap? And he does get back by here. Oh, and the bunch gets banged up there in the corner. Let's see if we can catch that. That is going to be crazy. Let's see if we can get a replay on that one as they come down. This isn't where it starts, but this should see where it ends. As the drivers right here, 3 drivers going into turn 11 together. And they all lose a lot of momentum. Chris Springer gets through. Brandon Dooley ends up getting the next spot. 8th place goes to Emmett Lindquist after that mishap on turn 11. And that is going to put...
Sorry about that one. On the last turn there. That seems like you guys got through.
Can't tell who that is. Not sure exactly who that is yakking. So we're finishing up the lap here. A couple cars, little back markers here. That is Kyle Robinson, 318. Not the finish Kyle was looking for tonight. Had a rough start. A couple incidents early on, and he is fighting for that one. It looks to me as Dom Ford has dropped this race. He did not finish the sprint. And we're going to take a break here, do a 3-minute pause, and come right back to you in about 3 minutes time for the start of the feature.
So unfortunately, there was an incident in the final turn that I can't apply a penalty to for the upcoming race. So it will be a post-race penalty for Emmett.
Final lap 11 incident, dropping a penalty there from the number 40. But I think that's going to put Emmett on the pole for this feature. He ended up in the 8th position after that mess and everybody went by. So, going to be a big advantage to him. He didn't end up giving all the positions back if he did cause any issues, and we'll see how that one turns out. We'll see, because I think Emmett is going to start right on the front row. So they're going to line him up here. Warm-up is done. We're going to go to grid cam and watch them fill it in. Here they come. Race cars on the racetrack. Top 8 reverse now from the finish order of the previous race. We still have... Wait, where's my overlays? There they are. 20 drivers on the racetrack of the 21 that started. We'll see if Dom checks into this one or not. Emmett may decide not to start on the pole. He might start in the pit lane. We'll see what happens there. But looks like TJ on the front right now. You get about 2 minutes to check in here, and there he is. Emmett is on the racetrack, waiting for Kevin Cantonio, jumping in with his great finish there in P2. He ends up starting in P7. But with the top 8 reversed, this is going to be pretty interesting. We'll see what we got going on here at the beginning. Hey, let me know who's out there in TV land. I don't see anybody in the... We're getting ready to go green. The flags are up, and we are getting ready to start. Green, 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 and away they go. Good start by Emmett. You can watch that. No! Come on. Come on, camera. There we go. Into turn 3. We missed the first couple, but it looks like they're running pretty cleanly so far. A little side by side back in the pack here is Jeff Wyatt. Comes around Alex Good. That's for 17th spot. And there's Alex and Michael Mooney battling side by side there for 18. Alex taking that spot as we go. Up front. Oh, and a little close call there. That was the 56. Chris Springers, he's getting around Kevin Cantonio. And that is for 5th position as they all go down through the corkscrew. Watch them all bail
Keeping
down
an eye out for car 48. We are seeing some blinking. I'll let you know, Joe.
And they're still pretty bunched up here near the front. So, Emmett Smith, I think Brett is in the pit lane. That's why he's showing the front. Emmett Smith takes it across. Emmett Lindquist, sorry. Takes it across the line first. Down to the corkscrew. That's TJ battling away those two Porsches side by side. And Emmett gets the better of it as they exit through turn 3. Sun coming down on the racetrack. TJ's still right there in the 2nd spot, but that is not far ahead of this battle here between Jason Rabe and Chris Springer. Battles all the way through the racetrack here. As Rich Hibbs and P8. Oh, there goes one wide. That is. I don't know who that was. 56. That was Chris Springer. That was Chris. Oh, and he is badly damaged. Oh, hits the wall hard. That's on the exit of turn 5. And that is not what Chris wanted. Not at this part of the racetrack. Let's go back up front here to this battle here at the top. TJ getting a great run off that last corner. He's going to have him probably really close. No, Emmett's pulling away just slightly as they come down the hill into the Andretti hairpin. There's turn 1 and into this braking zone. TJ was real close last lap. Let's see if he gets a good run through this turn 2 section this time. Emmett looks like he's got the line and got the spot. And he's not letting that one go. TJ in P2, followed now by Jason Rabe. His battle with Chris Springer is over. And then the number 5, Kevin Cantonio, in 4th position, followed by Richard.
On that straightaway, Alex.
Thanks, Jack.
On the 5th position as they go through the corkscrew. Let's go back up in front there. That battle is still on between these two guys here. Down through the corkscrew they go. TJ right after him. He's trying to get that lead away.
I got slowed down. TJ, just a heads up.
Ooh, and that's a slowdown by Emmett, our leader. TJ trying to go around the outside, take advantage of that slowdown penalty, and takes the lead away from Emmett Lindquist. There's the lead change. And Jason Rabe is going to take advantage of that as well, and he is right on the bumper. I'm sure Emmett has bled off that penalty. When you miss a corner in iRacing, you actually get a slowdown penalty, and you actually have to slow down off the pace for a short period of time. That comes out, when this tight of racing, that comes out in the effect of losing a spot. That's what happened there. Lost the first spot to TJ Allman, who was out front and now with a half a second lead. Jason Rabe in 3rd position, followed by Kevin Cantonio. He's in the 5. He's in that Mercedes AMG. Sun is starting to set here on the race. There's 38 minutes to go in the race. You might get down to sunset by the end of this one. No, there's a dive on the inside. That's Kevin into Emmett. That's Kevin and Jason side by side down into past the corkscrew. And it looks like Kevin held his wits and held his spot. As Jason Rabe is now dealing with the 974 of Richard Wishon, who just takes that spot away. Zoom! Swallowed that one right up and took over P4. Jason Rabe back to P5. Is that going to stick? Here he comes around the outside. Jason going for a run. Not there. Nothing there. Outside of turn 2 is not the place to do it. Andretti hairpin is a dangerous place to race. But look at this battle here now. 14 and 15 battling for P6. There's battles at every position on the racetrack being contested at the moment. Brandon Dooley with Richard Hibbs right behind him, followed by Joe Fierro, now moved up into the 8th position, followed by Philip Scott and Kyle Robinson, who has made a huge recovery after his very bad finish in the sprint race. And wouldn't you know it, Kyle makes that pass for position right here. On the exit of turn 5, he gets the run going into turn 6. Wrong camera. He goes around the outside in turn 6 and up the hill ahead of Philip Scott. Can't use that dynamic TV camera. It doesn't seem to be friendly to that part of the racetrack. TJ Allman still out in the front. Emmett Lindquist right behind. TJ took advantage of that slowdown penalty on lap 4, and he is not looking back at the moment. Long race to go, though. 30 laps here in the race. They're going to have to make at least one stop. They can only go, I believe, on the tank of fuel, they can only go about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. And this is a 42-minute race. So they'll be stopping here as they get going here. And Jeff Wyatt is something happening to Jeff Wyatt. No, I think I missed it. Drew got by him, but Drew is already by, and up front. Back up to live. Jeff back in P16. He did lose some spots there. But, didn't quite catch it. Let me see if I can adjust this down a little bit better. Back up to the battle up here for 5th position. Our top 4 starting to gap a little bit. TJ Allman, Emmett Lindquist, Kevin Cantonio, and Richard Bushon is starting to pull away with this battle here. P5, Brandon Dooley right on the bumper, going down into turn 2 with Rich Hibbs right alongside, and he's got Joe Fierro in tow. So this battle here between 5 through 8 on the board. It looks like Brandon might be trying to line him up. Man, Jason's just staying out there, holding his spot. No movement there. Now in 10th as Kyle Robinson continues to move up through the field after that poor start. Rich Hibbs, oh, he goes around, loses the spots. Oh, that's not fun for Rich. He drops back down to 13 after trying to get back on the racetrack in the grass and the sand there. Loses 3 more spots to Josh Baling, Rick Wishon, and Alex Good. Rich will have to battle back from that one. That's a P13 drop. Not where he wanted to be. Top 4, TJ Allman, Emmett Lindquist, Kevin Cantonio, Richard Wishon, still in the same order, no change. That battle for 5th position still on. Brandon Dooley still right there on the rear bumper of Jason Raves. They go back down into turn 2. Andretti hairpin once again. Double apex left-hander. Excuse me. I wonder how they do that on the air. Can they just not sneeze? If you have to sneeze, you just can't. Well, there you have it. What did we miss? What did we miss? You know, you have to close your eyes when you sneeze. So I may have missed something. What did I miss? How about Kevin Cantonio taking the 2nd spot away from up the hill. That has got to be an error from Emmett Lindquist in turn 6. Let's see. Here he is in turn 6. Doesn't look like it's that bad. There it is. There it is. Goes wide in turn 6 coming up the hill. And that is enough to lose the spot to Kevin Cantonio. Hey, I found an instant replay. Check that out. I actually found one. Back to live racing action. Kevin Cantonio takes away P2. And that is now the battle with Emmett right line. That's 2 errors by Emmett tonight. Not normal for him. Haven't seen a lot of those. But those 2 errors tonight costing him 2 spots up at the front. From the lead now back to 3rd. And Richard Wishon now with the number 40 in his crosshairs. Trying to make that move. This battle for 5th, Jason Ray, Brandon Dooley. Jason in the Audi, Brandon in the BMW, still on. This race is still on. And we've got Joe Fierro right behind these guys, and he is battling. Well, not battling. He has that 7th spot. And Kyle Robinson in P8. He's about 3 seconds behind Joe. Philip Scott, Josh Bailing round out the top 10. So let's see if I can do this. TJ out front. Going through the Andretti hairpin. He's going to be followed now by the number 5. Kevin Cantonio as he goes around turn 3. A little bit wide, but does not seem to lose any ground there as he goes wide in turn 3. And a Lindquist into number 40. Turn 4. 974, right behind him. Let's switch over to some of these other cameras. Speed 10. Look at them as they go by here. Good, putting the pressure on Rick Wishon here, putting the pressure on heavy. This is for P11, and they have Rich Hibbs, who spun earlier. He's right behind him. Alex taking the inside line. He's going to have this. He gets a good launch. He should have this spot. But it's going to be a drag race down to turn 2 here, and Alex with the nod going in. Rick going to try around the outside, but he's going to have to give room to the 15 car. He's going to lose 2 spots as Rich Hibbs gets by Rick Wishon, and that pushes Rick from 11th back to 13th. But now Rich Hibbs has Alex good in this crosshairs. And Rick's like, I'm not letting you guys go. I'm definitely not letting you guys go. He is right there. Oh, and Alex comes around. Oh, and that's a terrible spot. Turn 5, high-speed corner for Alex to go around, and he loses those 2 spots back, and that puts Rich up into that P11, and Rick right in front of Alex again, as that has now sorted itself out. And unfortunately, Alex has put himself back into the clutches of Michael Mooney here in the Ford GT. Got Drew Schiller right behind him in the Audi. Getting a little dicey up front here as Kevin Cantonio has caught TJ Allman up in the top spot. TJ with that awesome paint job. He does that a lot with his paint. He's got a pro sticker on the back and he's got it crossed out. TJ is one of the coolest and greatest guys I know. He comes from I believe he's from the Minneapolis area. Currently resides in the South Dakota area. Manages a tire store, Tires Plus. Shout out to them. Hey, speaking of Tires Plus, how about a shout out to our sponsors? We've got JNR Craftworks out here making our trophies for us. JNRCraftworks.com is where you find them. And then we have also. Oh, he just blipped. Okay, just saw the 88 lose a spot. Stair Fittings Incorporated, Stair Fittings Inc. Orders.stairfittings.com. Those guys are our primary sponsor here for Bigg Wizurd TV. Love those guys. As Chris Springer, after fixing his car on lap 3 into the pits earlier, has come out. He has just gotten around Gray Welch. Chris's car looks a lot better than it did on lap 3. Back in the hunt, but well back in the pack. That puts him back to P16 as Michael Mooney gets by Alex Good. See if we can catch what happened there. Is Alex off? Oh, Alex goes in the pits. Starting our green flag pit stops. And the nighttime is coming on here. Let's get back up to the front. We might have some activity here as now they're starting to bunch up here. TJ Almond and Kevin Cantonio, Evan Lucas, Richard Wishart are now all within a second and a half. These four drivers bunching up. It is cooling down. The track temps are dropping. 69 degrees track temp with a 66 degree air temp. And as we push into this almost to that 8 o'clock hour, the sun is starting to go down, and we might have a battle here. This last 24 minutes may end up in the dark. This is the first race of the season we've tried with a late afternoon start. And there's contact there. That was contact. I believe that was Kevin Cantonio making a little bump there to the number 83, and it may have been enough to cause a problem. Let's see if we can get that chase cam on that. So these cameras will work together. Definitely contact there. We'll watch that for race controls and announcement there. Looking at penalty. After that, 10. Kyle Robinson moving back up the field. Joe Fiero dropping. Is that Joe in the pit? No, that's just Joe having a problem. Oh, he went off the racetrack. Oh, he hits the bump in turn 6. Oh, I've done that so many times. Oh, that'll wipe you out big time. Up the hill, loses the spots to the competitors. That is Kyle, Phillip, and Josh all going by, dropping him back down to P10. All that hard work from Joe Fiero, battling through the field and loses them just that fast. He is now into the pit lane, dropping spots again. We'll see if we hear anything. Race control. We got some people. Joe in the pit lane, still getting past as he sits in the pit lane, getting his fuel stop and possibly tires. And these guys don't have to get tires, but they could be. They could be getting them. As Joe's still dropping back now down in the 13th spot. As Josh and Joe both pull out of the pits together. Rejoining the racetrack here on the exit of turn 2. The battle for the lead still in contention. 0.3 of a second, the gap between Emmett Lindquist our early leader and Kevin Cantonio. Kevin, who may have a penalty coming. Oh, and there's a great run off of turn 11. That's from Richard Wishon. He's going to see if he can get this P2 done bottom of the hill here. Let's see if we can stop flipping the camera when I don't want it, because they're side by side. Richard trying to go around the outside, can't make that stick. He's going to have to try again another time on the racetrack. But the bumper of Emmett Lindquist is attached to the bumper of Richard Wishon right now. As those guys are just going at it, trying to get that P2. That's given Kevin a little bit of a breather. We'll see if Kevin gets any incident from the bump with TJ.
Sorry about the scare Raymond. I scared myself.
Let's see if we can find out where the action is now. It looks like to me, is that Dom back on the racetrack? Philip Scott getting... Oh, it's Kyle Robinson pulls in. Kyle Robinson in the pits. I thought I saw the 33 out there. Maybe not. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. That is TJ trying to hang on to P4. Jason and Brandon catching up to him here. After that spin in turn 2, we're going to need to have some pit stops coming up for these guys. We've got a few. We've got Ray Welch in the pits right now making his fuel stop. Kyle having his ups and downs now coming out of the pit lane here in P10. He's hoping he can make up some ground after the pit stop and move back up into the podium positions. We'll see if he's got what it takes to pull back up there. Had a really low starting spot in this one with a bad sprint, but he is after it, trying to get back up into the good points. As we have a bundle of cars. Everybody coming in on this one. And that is going to put the 99 of Philip Scott. Oh, nope. Sorry, my bad. It's going to leave Richard Wishon up front and the 99 of Philip Scott in second position. Rich Hibbs, who did not make his stop yet either, in third as he goes around the Andretti hairpin. And this is shuffling the field slightly here, as now, let's see, Kevin Cantonio out of the pit lane right now. Back onto the racetrack in P4, and the 3 cars in front of him still yet to stop. So that should be a good position for Kevin. So found out from race control that bump between Kevin Cantonio and TJ Allman, that was actually a moving under the brake, in the brake area. And that actually is not going to be a penalty. That's going to come out as a racing incident, and they're going to keep going. So Kevin Cantonio looks like he's got the lead of this race. Emmett Lindquist has come out in second, effectively in second. You got to remember that Richard and the other drivers there, they still have yet to pit. So as these guys come down into the Andretti hairpin, Kevin now assumes the lead of the race. And he's followed by Emmett Lindquist and Richard Wishon in third. TJ Almond is back in fourth. And these guys have all made their stops. And Joe Fierro coming around Rich Hibbs on that exit of pit lane. We'll see if Rich is able to hold him off. Joe on the hotter tires. Wow, what a move. Rich holds him off into turn 3 if he can keep that spot. It was a great move by Rich Hibbs coming out of the pit lane there. As the 56 of Chris Springer in the pit lane now getting his fuel. And with only 11 laps to go, his fuel stop would have been pretty short. Gray Welch still in the pits. I'm guessing that is going to be permanent, unless he's in there for a long repair or tow. It looks like Gray Welch may be done for the day. Kevin Cantonio, Emmett Smith in second spot. Here is the battle up front. And we've got Richard Wishon in third, trying to gain on him. TJ Allman holding his ground there in fourth, but he's got Jason Rabe right behind him, followed by Brandon Dooley and Kyle Robinson, who's moved all the way up now to seventh. After the pit exchange, he pit a lap ahead of these guys and seemed to be able to do that undercut really well and moves up into P7, and he is gaining on Brandon Dooley, who is holding on to P6. Man, what a battle here through the field. And the battle back here in the back area. I'm telling you what, this race is just as good as any other. Michael Mooney in 12th, Rick Wishon, followed by Drew Schiller and Alex Good, right all here right together. And this battle is on. Rick trying to get by. Mooney in the Ford GT. Rick in the Audi.
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff Wyatt letting
God
go.
damn it.
Let the leaders go. Front of the pack.
Thanks, Jeff.
We'll stay here for a minute. This could get dicey here, but it's getting close there. With the 86, that's the lead. TJ Allman is now coming up on lap traffic with Jeff Wyatt. And he has Jason Ray right in the rearview mirror. So we'll see where that one ends up. Oh man. That was Jeff going wide and letting those two guys go. No harm, no foul. He just lets them go and lets that continue. He now has Brandon Dooley and Kyle Robinson right in his mirror. And he's got that blue flag a waving. He's going to be hoping he can let these guys all go by without altering the effect and outcome of this race. But he's got 4 cars in tow right behind him here, and everybody trying to get a position on the others. All within just a few tenths of a second as Jeff dives
Drew,
to the
continue
inside.
on. I'm after you issue a penalty for that.
Not sure what happened there. Keep an eye out for that. Still trying to run down Brandon Dooley, and he has allowed Philip Scott to fill up his mirrors as Philip Scott moving up right behind Kyle Robinson in P8. As these guys come around turn 10, about to hit the last corner and down across the start-finish line.
R27, drive-through, contact, lap 20.
That was Drew Schiller. He's taking a penalty there. Personal contact. We'll see where that one falls out. That may have been Rick Wishon, who was battling up near Mooney in the group and now has fallen back. Yeah, that battle there caused some problems. Put those guys back in the back. Right into that BMW, holding on to those tires, making it run good. Staying out in front of Kyle Robinson. Brandon with number 14 car in P6. Up front, battle. Up front is Kevin. 3 seconds. He's got Emmett right there in the rear view. I think that's Brett. That is Brett. Yeah, those cars are team cars. That is Brett and Emmett.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Brett and Emmett
I
teammates.
spaced out there for a second.
It's all good, brother. I just didn't want you to pull in.
Man, the battle is tight. The battle is tight here for P5. 6 battle. There's these 3 cars right together on the racetrack. You'd think the teammates there, the 317 car, Brett Fay, you'd think he would just let his teammate Emmett go by. Oh, and the 86 is around. Or the 83. The 83 goes around. Let's see if we can catch with that. Oh, he just hit the corner. He hits the corner. Let's see if we can catch it as he comes around here. He's holding on here. He's in P4. And he hits this curve. Just hits that turtle, comes around. That's turn 4. And oh, everybody has to dodge and weave, and they kind of get bunched up from that. Jason Rabe is the one that gets by clean up into P4, but he doesn't get away clean. He just gets by clean, as now he's got a mirror full of Brandon Dooley, who's got a mirror full of Kyle Robinson, who also is dealing with 99 right now. And now Josh Bailing joins the group, so now they're all right together here, trying to see who's going to take P4 at the end of this one. Pit stops are complete. Emmett out front. Yeah. Kevin out front. Kyle Robinson drops a spot. What happens here? Is that just a really good move? That is just a really good move by Josh to get by Kyle. Kyle is going to fight that one back as they go down the hill. Oh, Kyle's got the inside as they're going down in there. Who's going to have this? It's a battle, door to door, down into turn 2. Josh squeezes. Kyle has enough room and goes through there. Maybe a little contact, maybe not, but those guys are racing hard. Going around turn 3. And they're still side by side in turn 3. Oh, what a battle. This is for 7th position on the racetrack. Josh just noses him out there as they go down through turn 4. And Josh is going to get that spot away. Wow, what a battle. That one, I do not believe that one's over. Oh, what a great run. His teammate, Jason, just in front of these guys, trying to hold off Brandon. Brandon is hard charging with whoever's in front of him. Brandon doesn't seem to care who it is. He's just trying to catch him and trying to get by him. Brandon in P5 and Jason in P4. And again, just an incredible battle. And then this battle in the back, Mooney holding off Alex Good. Now the two of them caught by Chris Springer. And this is only for P12 in the race, but man, these guys are running nose to tail. Just some great clean racing all through the track today. And this is some quality entertainment right here. This is quality driving. This is racing. There's too much of this going on. It's happening all over the racetrack right now. I cannot pick just one spot. Josh goes around the lap traffic of Drew Schiller. And Drew right there in the path of Kyle Robinson as he's trying to gain. Does move over on the exit of turn 5. That is probably already put that 1.4 second gap there between Josh and Kyle after a great battle in the last lap. Alex trying to get alongside. I think we're going to see Chris take advantage of this and see if he can get a run on Alex as they go through turn 3. Oh man, he's all over the bumper. He's going on the inside just slightly, but not enough to make any contact. They're going around turn 4, now down to turn 5 in the braking zone. Chris is around the outside, on the outside of that car. He's got the room. He's going to have the space. He's going to have the better exit coming off that turn 5, and now they're going to go into that turn 6. This is it. Gotta hit this thing on the inside. Oh! And Alex spins and bounces off the inside, makes contact with Chris Springer, and that allows Rick Wishon to go by both of them. And now Chris takes away the spot. I think Alex is just kind of conceding that. But he may end up with a penalty for that one. He hit that inside I don't know what they call that thing, a turtle. He hit the turtle and bounced off, and that lets Mooney get away in P12 now by himself. As we're getting into the evening hours, the evening light, 6 minutes to go in the race. Darkness starting to fall here as the lights are on and you can see him on the racetrack just about hitting sunset. Kevin out front with a 2.7 second lead. I'm amazed how wide he can go in turn 3 and not have a problem there. Kevin down across the start finish line one more time. Lap 27 of 30. We've got 4 to go now. 5 minutes on the clock. It should be pretty close to finish all the 30 laps. They may have it cut short by 1, but I don't think so. After that spin by TJ, he has dropped himself back to P10. Emmett Lindquist in second position as he comes around with Richard Wishon in tow. As these two guys battling for the second spot on the podium. The gap back to Jason Rabe in fourth is a little bit. He's probably got that's a good 10 seconds back to this battle. And this is the battle for fourth. Jason, Brandon, Phillip, Josh, Kyle. And then, hey, why not? Rich Hibbs. We'll put all of them in there as this battle is on. We got Jason, we got Brandon, we got Phillip right here in the front, and then just a little ways back. There's Josh and Kyle right behind him. And guess who's behind Kyle? The number 15 of Rich Hibbs. Oh, a little bobble coming off the corkscrew there. Down through 9. One of my favorite corners of the racetrack, that turn 9. It's so cool to hit that thing just right. 56 is now caught. Whoops. 56 is now caught up with Mike Mooney. And looks like he's got a good run there. Oh, he's going to hold off. He's going to hold off. 6. He's tried that before. Mooney goes wide in 6, and that is done. Chris goes by. Mooney back on the racetrack. Rick Wishon now wanting that spot as well, and he does get past him. Mooney down to the inside, taps Rick. That's probably going to be a penalty. As Rick had the spot, Mooney cut back across. That is not what Mooney wanted to see. Not what Rick wanted to see, as Rick loses 2 spots for that one. We'll see what happens on that. With race control, we'll have a look, see what's going on. Mooney had a nose in, but you got to have more than a nose in to have the spot. Kevin out to a 3-second lead here out at the front of the racetrack, out the front of the field. And he is coming down for 2 to go this time by as he comes around turn 11. And with that error there from Rick, that puts him in the clutches of the leader, as Rick is just 7 seconds in front of the leader, trying to keep himself on the lead lap. I don't think he'll lose the lead lap in just 2 laps. This is lap 29 of 30, and we're definitely going to get all of them in here, because we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, and we have 2 laps, about 3 minutes of racing to go. This one's going to go right to the wire. 30 laps. Kevin out front, followed by Emmett, Richard, Jason, who has a gaggle of cars behind him for 4th. Right now, Jason Ray, 2 laps to go, and Brandon Dooley 6/10 back in that battle between Brandon and Phillip. That is 1/10 of a second. That's what 1/10 of a second looks like as they go down through turn 5. 2 more times around, this one and the next one, and that's it. 1 more after they hit the start-finish line. Chris Springer did get by. Oh yeah, we saw that. And the battle between the 88 and the 79 is back again. The 88 and the 79 have been battling all race, and once again are right together with 2 laps to go for these guys. Let's see if anything can change here in this bunch for the P4 position. They do have The 317 in front of them, that's a lap car. That's Brett Fay. Let's hope he doesn't change the outcome here of the race. I've got some flashing headlights there from Jason Ray saying, hey, dude, we got 1 lap to go. There's 5 of us here in this pile. I'm flashing my lights because we got 5 of us and we're coming. We're coming. We need you to get out of the way. And hopefully with that blue flag, we'll see Brett pull away and let these guys go by. But this is a battle here. He's holding his own, but he's got to be within that blue flag range. So he's got to be seeing that. He's got to be seeing that blue flag. Let's hope it doesn't change the outcome here. These guys are battling away. They haven't quite caught him yet, but there's the 99 on Philip Scott trying to get a line going into 6 on Brandon, but he actually loses some ground, and that is going to change up Josh Bailey going up the hill and around him as they hit the brakes hard into the corkscrew, almost into the back of Brandon. This is it, last lap here. They're coming around. This is the final. Kevin comes across the line as the winner, and we're going to go back to this battle for 4th as the top 3 are pretty much set. Oh, and that was Philip Scott going wide, and he's going to have to defend. Jason Rave is going to take this position here as he goes across in P4. Brandon Dooley, Josh Bailey coming across the line in 6. That's Kyle Robinson.
I hate the track.
Whoa, what a crazy finish. That was awesome. That was awesome. Kyle Robinson does get by for the P7 finish. Let's finish up the run here. We've still got Joe Figueroa coming across the line now, followed by Drew Schiller. He's in P16. And then let's see. Oh, it looks like Alex Good has made it ahead of Michael Mooney. Chris Springer is also in P12 on the lead lap here. And the 74 actually gets by Mooney. Not sure what's going on there. He must have had some damage or gone off the racetrack. Mooney was holding on. So P12, it looks like that's going to go to Chris Springer, and 13 is going to go to Alex, and 14 is going to go to Rick Wishon. Well, there you have it. That's all the contestants across the line. That's the race. Wow, what a good one. A little rusty on the software, but picking it up a little bit at a time here. I have battling camera controls. Fought me a little bit on that one, but we will get that one figured out here. Let's see if we can catch our winner, Kevin Cantonio, as he comes across the start-finish line. Maybe he'll do some donuts. Maybe we'll get a little post-race show here. And then we'll see if we can jump over to the Discord and get these guys in the lobby. That was some good racing. Oh, penalty for the 88 car post-race. Let's see if we can go down the lobby and say hi to everybody. Or at least hi to a few of them. Hey guys, Ron here in the booth. How's it going?
Alright, I think everybody ditched already, man. They're exhausted.
Wedding.
That was a battle, man. That was a battle. Kevin out front. What a great job. Emmett is in the waiting room. Looks like that's where everybody's at. Everybody's in the race control waiting room. So maybe it was a little tight out there with the action?
A lot bit, yeah.
I was following a lot of those battles. That was really cool to watch. So let's see. Jason pulling off a P4. Great job, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Richard on the podium with the P3.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Not easy. Not easy.
No, it wasn't. Rich, you were up front early. Ended up with the top 10 finish, but probably not where you wanted to finish. But you had a good run going for a while.
Yeah, just fast in the wrong spots, so hard to make passes. And then had a GT3 spin, so it is what it is.
The GT3 spin, it's famous. We all know what that is. I don't know if our viewers do, but every one of us knows what a GT3 spin is.
Oh no, they know if they've watched me.
Josh,
Good at
also a top 10 for Josh with P6. You guys all did great out there. It was one heck of a race to watch, man.
Just be glad you weren't driving it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, that was fun, exciting. Thanks for staying in the lobby and not jumping down into the race control waiting room.
Everybody's got battles this time. Battles.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Brett, you were I think you were a lap down, but still running some really good times. I don't know what happened, got you a lap down though.
Just on the start, somebody slammed on the brakes and I could go nowhere.
Yeah. Well,
Figured
let's
might as well get the laps in.
make sure you say something to race control. Make sure that gets noted wherever it has to get noted, so we can keep the racing clean out there. I know there's been this is a tight racetrack. We're never going to have, it's not going to be everybody open out there. It's a tight racetrack. You guys, everybody was in the 121s in practice. I think there was like 10 cars in the 121s and then another 10 in the 122s. So everybody was right together. I guess it wasn't that many because there's only 20 of you. But
it seemed like it was a close race.
Yeah, a lot of tight racing and a lot of fun.
If someone didn't make a mistake, there's no way we were going to lap anybody here. Everybody was too fast top to bottom.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the split was not far off at all.
Yeah, I got launched back to like P14 in the sprint, and I could barely catch up to pass anybody.
Passing was at a premium. Usually turn 6, if somebody went wide, you could get by them there. There was a couple spots. Turn 4, actually, a couple people had a little problem at turn 4, which is usually a fairly easy right-hander, but you hit that turtle on the inside, throws your car off into who knows where.
Yep.
Usually the inside wall.
Yeah, had a couple guys not appreciating that particular corner. But, good run all around. Thanks everybody for racing hard and having fun out there. Appreciate it. And yep. I'll catch you guys on the next one. As always, don't race on the road. Race here with us. We race from dusk to dawn, apparently, because it is dusk here at Laguna Seca, just hitting sunset. Thanks for a lot of great action, and we will catch you guys on the next race. Good night, all. All right, well, there you have it. That is the finish. That is the race. We couldn't get a talk to our winner, Kevin Cantonio. Couldn't get him on the radio. Emmett Lindquist is down in second spot. He is down in race control, and Richard Wishon, we said hi to him in the booth post-race. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. It was great watching, great racing, hopefully great announcing. I guess I'll find out. But we'll catch you guys on the next race. There's another one in just 7 more days. We're right back here at Bigg Wizurd TV, sponsored by JNR Craftworks, Grandpa'sKitchen.com, and of course, our primary sponsor for Bigg Wizurd TV, Stair Fittings Incorporated. Thanks everybody again. This is Ron saying goodnight, and we'll see you guys on the next race.